Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name's Stephen Aitchison, and today we'll be looking at kind of Ethereum, what's going to happen with Ethereum, and looking at a few altcoins as well that we really like. They could go 500%, I reckon easily 500%. So we'll take a look at that. First of all, I'm just going to see if we're live or not, just to make sure everything is up and running. We're good, lip sync is good, sound is good. We've got a couple of people in just now. Who have we got in at the moment? We have Rob Fiddler is in the house. Welcome to you. Good to see you. Kig, thank you. You were the first in this morning as soon as I kind of said I was going to go live. So good to see you again. Chris from Edinburgh is in. Crush your likes, everybody. I've never said that for ages. Coffee time. Yes, I've just made my coffee and been to the toilet. Get excited when I do this live. Newman Lord is in the house. Good morning to you. Piff Rider is in as well. Good morning to you. Goddy Boy. Goddy Boy reminded me this morning that I was doing a live. Totally forgot about it because I forgot it was Friday today, because just every day is just very similar. I just love what I'm doing and just every day kind of rolls into one. So yeah, thanks for a reminder this morning. And I do love doing these, so it's not as if it's a hassle or anything, but I do love doing it. Loyal Tangi is in the house as well. Good morning to you. Okay, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to the charts, find out what's happening with the markets at the moment. 2.2 trillion market capitalization, overall market capitalization, which is amazing. Look at the gas price here. The ETH gas price is 33 grey just now, which is fantastic. That's without Uniswap version 3 as well. So the gas prices are coming down at the moment. Bitcoin dominance has come down to 46.3%. which is huge. That is actually really quite big. Once it falls below 50%, the Bitcoin dominance, then it's looking good that they're also going to start to go up. They also have been going up since March of 2020, to be honest, but it's really going to start to go up. Once kind of Bitcoin dominance gets to about 30%, that's when we're going to see a big, huge run in the alts. And I think we're starting to see a run in the alts just now. And that kind of starts with Ethereum. So who's the big kind of winners just now over the last 24 hours? Venus XVS is up 34%. Huobi token 19% up. Waves is up 18.8%. OKB is up 17.3%. KuCoin token 14.4%. You'll notice something here. These are the exchange tokens, the centralized or the SEXs, centralized exchanges. So they're all going up. Thorchain is up. XRP is up as well. Avalanche, Near, Icon, they're all up just now over the last 24 hours. Who's down? Not that many down, to be honest, over the last 24 hours. And we'll just refresh this because I want to kind of talk about this as well. If, depending on your level of kind of risk and what you want to risk in your portfolio, what you want to risk basically in life, a lot of people have kind of been asking me questions as well, outside of the kind of crypto space as well, just saying, okay, what should I put it in? And I always say Ethereum. Just put it into Ethereum because it's safe. It's as safe as crypto can be. Ethereum is going to be the best one to put it in, or Bitcoin. Put it into Bitcoin. But I always kind of say Ethereum. I think Ethereum is going to outrun kind of Bitcoin. And just now it has for a while now. And I still think it's going to. So we have to think about the gains we want to get, because I keep thinking about this. If you've got large, we're talking about large investors, we're talking about millions, people with millions of dollars or millions or billions of dollars. And if you said to them, listen, I can give you 10% per year on your $1 million, they would bite your hand off for 10% per year. So imagine going to somebody and say, listen, I'm going to be able to give you probably at least 50% to 100% on your kind of $1 million. So imagine going to somebody and saying that, and then I'm just going to check where we've got the sound on. Actually, one sec. Yeah, we have. Yeah, imagine going to somebody and just saying, listen, give me $1 million. If anything over 20% I make, I'll take as kind of my fee. So somebody who doesn't know about crypto, somebody who's got a lot of money, would literally bite your hand off. Well, not literally, but they would bite your hand off for 20% return per year. So imagine you done that and you got the rest of the returns over and above 20%. And if you'd done that with Ethereum, kind of even this year or last year, you would have made it. So there's still a lot of people out there with a lot of money. They don't know about crypto and they're still putting it into trust funds, or not trust funds, they're still putting it into funds and tracker funds and stuff like that as well, where they're really happy with 10, 12% per year. Even if they invested their $1 million, say for example, put it into USD and kind of saved it on BlockFi or something like that as well, you could expect at least 12 to 15, even up to 20% in some ways as well. So kind of the point of that was we're looking at the likes of the large caps and thinking, 100% is not that good. I want it to go up more. I want the 100xer. And that's what people are looking for just now. They're looking for that 10,000% increase, which is few and far between. Obviously, it's happening and it's happened and it will happen in the future as well. But look at your portfolio and be happy with 100% gains on some of them. And I think the top 100, you're going to be looking at 500% gains. So let's go down the top 100. What's going to go up 500% by this time next year? So we're talking the end of April next year. What's probably going to be up 500%? Ethereum, yes, probably. I would say it's going to be, by the end of this year, I expect Ethereum to get to $10,000, and we'll speak about that in a second. Binance coin, I said when that was $100, but I said when it was $5, I said this is a $100 coin waiting to happen. I said this 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago. And then when it got to that, and I said, okay, it's $100, and it got to 150, and I seen Binance Smart Chain come out and say this is a $1,000 coin. This is going to go up to $1,500, not quite 500%, because what I reckon is going to happen with Binance. Binance is still going to be dominant. It's still going to be the major player in crypto, but I think Binance Chain is going to lose some of its customers when EIP 1559 comes out towards the end of the year for Ethereum as well. We're starting to see it just now because the Ethereum gas prices have come down at the moment as well. I don't know if you've noticed that over the last couple of weeks. You're paying stupid kind of fees, $120 and stuff like that. Now I made a transaction this morning, it was $17. And we've gotten used to kind of paying $50 or something. That I thought $17, that's really good. So you're going to get a lot of people migrating back across to Ethereum as well. And obviously there's lots going on with DeFi as well. DeFi is really going to come to the fore soon. So Binance Coin, I expect $1,500. XRP, I expect that to go to $5. Cardano, you're talking $5, $10 as well. Dogecoin is going to go up as well, there's no doubt about it. Polkadot, I think that's going to be a big player. I think that's going to 500x quite easily. Uniswap is going to 500x. Litecoin, I don't know if it's going to 500x, but it's going to go up as well. You're talking, all these coins are going to go up at least, I'd say 200%. Chainlink, probably 500%. VeChain, probably 500. Solana is going to go up 500% as well. There's no question in my mind about that. Theta Network, probably 500%. So just like PancakeSwap, I kind of called that a couple of weeks ago, $23, I think. And that's already went up 100%. That's going to go up, there's no question. Neo, $92 with Neo 3.0 coming out. And that's going to go up 500% as well. So just look at the big or the large caps in your portfolio and just say, okay, what would I be really happy with? And what would be a safe, if you're just saying, okay, I'm going to put $10,000 in, and you don't really expect that to get to $1 million. It'd be nice if it did. So what to do is put 80% of your kind of portfolio in large caps. For example, if you've made money already in the small caps, if you've got $10,000 or something, put 80% in large caps, and you're probably going to go up maybe 3, 4, 500% over the next year or so. That's a brilliant ROI. And then the other 20%, just use it for these small caps to try and get your 10x, your 20x, your 30x, your 50x and 100x's and use that. So that's what I would do in this kind of situation. And I've been thinking about loads of ways. I'm always kind of thinking about kind of business ideas and stuff like that. About getting people outside the crypto space and just say, listen, give me a couple of £1 million. I'll invest it for you. Anything over 20%, I'll make as kind of profit for me or as a fee for me, something like that. I don't know. But using other people's money to make money, which is what we're doing kind of in crypto as well, which is what banks have been doing for the last 2 centuries. So I'd like to get a cut of that action. It'd be quite cool. But I don't think anybody would give me a couple of £1 million. So yeah, just go down the list of the top 100. You're talking $1 billion market caps. Here was the, $1 billion at 100 Venus. That's still $1 billion market cap. And then you start to look at the smaller caps, the mid caps. And you're looking at, mid cap to me is, 100 to 500. Large caps would be 500 million to where kind of Bitcoin is, 500 billion. Or you've got a trillion for Bitcoin just now, 300 billion for Ethereum, which is amazing to see as well. Binance catching up at 95 billion as well. So it's looking good at the minute. We'll just go back to chat, see who else is in. Mark Innes, thank you very much for the $20 donation, mate. Hey, Steve's live, great info here, listen up. Thanks very much for that, I really appreciate it. Rob Fitzgerald, message retracted. Newland, so much money coming into crypto now. There is 2.1 or 2.2 trillion. It's going to overtake gold, which is about 8 trillion just now. But it's going to overtake that. I would imagine this year it's going to overtake gold. Roy Otan is in. Good morning, Steve. I set my alarm for this. Excellent, mate. Good to see you back. Rob Fitzgerald, greetings from Cornwall. Long time lurker. Good to see you, Rob. I just bought Verasity. Excellent. I'm going to talk about Verasity as well. After reading webpage, this could be big. I think Verasity could be massive. I genuinely think it could be massive. And I've aped into Verasity. Big time. Arden, what's up, Steve? What's the best way to turn €1,000 into 10,000 by the end of the year? This is the other thing I was talking about as well. So if you're just starting in crypto and you've got $1,000, then I wouldn't necessarily say go into the large caps. One wee second. So I wouldn't necessarily say go into the large caps because $1,000, if that goes up 500% to $5,000, it's not going to be life-changing money. It's not going to be life-changing. So what I would do in that situation is put €1,000, $1,000, £1,000 into maybe 2 small caps or micro caps even. And that's what I kind of look for in the group all the time as well. If you want to join the Telegram group, by the way, there's a link down below if you want to join that. Brilliant group, but don't kind of spam or anything, you just get banned straight away. So it's a group for kind of chatting and just helping each other out. That's basically what it's for. It's working just now, it's really good. So yeah, I would go into these micro caps. What I wouldn't do just now, and I've done it myself and I've been doing it, is look at these meme coins. I wouldn't jump into them because they're extremely risky. So people who've got money, say $1,000, that's not going to matter if they lose it, are putting into these meme coins, which is brilliant, fantastic. I do advocate doing that. If you want to be extremely risky, put $1,000 in if you're not losing it, but you've still got all this kind of money that you're putting into the micro caps, the small caps, the mid caps, and the large caps. But is it worth a risk? Yes, I've done it with Shiba Inu, and it made a lot of money for me. I put $1,000 in, then I put $10,000 in, and it made a lot of money. I've pulled out now. I've still got a wee bit in Shiba Inu. I tried some of the others, but didn't make much. But I wouldn't do that if you're just starting out because you could lose your money very, very quickly. Once you start making money, that's when you can make these kind of side, I would say, gamble almost, that one of them is really going to take off. And there's a few that's taken off. Kishu took off as well, and a couple of others. Elon took off, and a couple of those as well. Look at them as well. So putting €1,000 in, what would you put into? You'd look for the micro caps. These are the ones that could 10x quite easily. And this is the ones I kind of look for on the channel as well, in the Telegram groups. Like Jupiter, like Modify's kind of went up already, started to come back down a wee bit. We'll look at that as well. So you look at the small caps. We did look at also, I want to show you this. You have to look at what's trending just now as well. So NFTs were trending last month, big time, or a couple of months ago. For about 6 weeks, they trended kind of big time, and we got into them big time. And the Telegram group said these are going to go up big time. Some of them went up. You're talking 5,000%. Waifu, for example, that was one I called, and it went up 5,000%. But they're not going to last forever. NFTs are going to come back, by the way. These NFT plays, and they were in before, are going to come back. NFT Lootbox, for example, Wolves of Wall Street, and kind of block jewelers. NFT projects like that are going to come back again. They're going to come into vogue again. But you want to look at what's trending. And we'll look at this just now. So if we go here, and if we go to CoinGecko, this is a brilliant place to look for it. And just go to categories. Click on categories. And just see if we can get it. So we can see here, these are all the different categories that the projects are in just now. There's some missing because people, some of the projects don't categorize themselves properly on CoinGecko, which is, they should really, because a lot of the projects are missing out because they're not being categorized correctly. So you can see we're all green here. We're all totally green. But what we're looking for, okay, what's trended over the last 7 days? Perpetuals. Who would have thought to look at perpetuals? So we've got injected protocol, that's obviously led the way. And perpetual protocol as well. PERP, I've spoken about that before, and I thought that was going to be a really good riser, and it has 34%. We'll just look at perpetual. Yeah, so that's over the last 24 hours. But December, it was 97 cents, now up to $8.03. It's only 1,000% off its all-time low, which is a 10x. So still a way to grow. 178 million market cap, fully diluted at 1.2 billion. So this is going to be big as well. I think I spoke about it a couple of weeks ago. That I was looking at it. I didn't actually call it a couple of weeks ago, but it was around about $5 when I looked at it, but it's now up 50%. So MC Dex as well, that's not really done much. And FutureSwap, FST, that was the one Elio Trade spoke about last year. That's starting to move now as well. Market cap of 27 million. So that could be one to look at in the future as well. So that's just one example. And what's another one? Music. Music coins are doing well just now. So money flows where attention goes. We've got to remember that as well. So if there's a lot of attention on music ones, there's not really Audius, Rocky, 21 million market cap, that could be worth looking at as well. That's gone up 7 days, 24 hours and 1 hour. So that could be worth looking at as well. And these could be short term and they could be long term as well. Tourism. Who'd have thought tourism would go up? I don't even know any tourism. Oh, well, Ava, I suppose. Travala, yeah. Log trip. So if you think about it that way, if you think lockdown is kind of over, it's not over in the UK, but it's been lifted in the UK. It's getting lifted all over the world, apart from kind of terrible scenes in India and stuff like that. But lockdown is kind of getting lifted, and people are going to start traveling again. So look at these travel coins as well. 621% for Skyhub. Haven't heard of it. Volume is only 685, so it's probably a shit coin. Even coin, 132,000. Always look at the volume. That gives you an indicator. Log trip, 174,000. That might be worth looking at. Travala, always a good one. Called that 2 years ago when it was down at 10 cents or something. Yeah, these ones are nothing much going on. What else? Decentralized exchanges up 33%. DEXs, automated makers like PancakeSwap and Uni up 35%. So look at what's trending and go within these categories to look for the up and coming ones. Now, what is going to come up that you've been hearing about? DeFi is going to come up again. So look at DeFi. And then what we do is we go down the list for the DeFi. We'll go to page 3 of the DeFi because there's that many. And we want to look at the market capitalization and the volume of this as well. So we go down the list until we can't see a market cap. Now, because it's not got a market cap, doesn't mean to say there's no market cap there. It just means to say it's not been reported correctly on CoinGecko, or CoinGecko have not updated the details. So what looks good for a market capitalization plus volume point of view? Delphi looks good. Market cap of 2 million, volume of 747,000, which is quite good, 30% of the market cap for the volume. What else? We'll just have a quick look. Centric CNS looks quite good, 3.8 million market cap. Now, we don't necessarily know what these do, but we'll have to kind of dig into them. This is how I look for the gems. So volume is going to precede a kind of big move up. MahaDAO could be a good time to get in as well. This was a big one that came out as well this year. 6 million market cap, 1 million volume. So that's good. Kebab Town, never heard of that. 1 million volume again. So again, we dig into these. BuyFi, I've seen that over the past couple of days as well. And what's going up? Growth DeFi, if you look at that. So start to look at these, start to look at the categories within CoinGecko. What's another one that's up and coming again? NFT. And that's going to be in the spotlight again. Yeah, you can see them. The NFT space, if you look at the last 7 days, you can see it's come up big time the last hour, last 24 hours. So again, look at the market capitalization. If you're looking for these micro caps to see what's up and coming, market capitalization plus volume. That's the first indicator. That's not everything. That's the first indicator that you're looking for. So Pepimon, Pepe Balls, I don't know what that is. I've kind of seen it when NFTs really became popular the first time. I looked at it and I thought, I don't get it. So I don't know, but that's still always got good volume, and it always seems to stay the same market cap. So I don't really know about that. FM Gallery, FMG looks quite good, 342,000 volume with a market cap of 233. So that's about 12-15% volume to market cap ratio. NFT Lootbox, still like NFT Lootbox, what they're doing. I like their art. I like their kind of business model as well. Obviously, I used to work for them as well. Guys are great, team is brilliant. So I was still going to look at NFT Lootbox, only $75 just now. But I think these ones will come back up again. 194,000, the famous token, that's another one similar to NFT Lootbox. Font was a big one that was mentioned. So look at these, that was the kind of whole point. Just look at the categories, look at what's up and coming, and trade them. And if you're looking for the kind of large caps that are going to be, or you're looking for the small caps that you think are going to be large caps, that's long-term plays. But then you've got short-term plays that are just going to make you money to get into the large caps, so you can put it into the likes of Ethereum and DOT and Solana, etc. That's what you want to do. You want to move your money, keep it in ETH, so because you know that's a safe 3, 4, 500%. And that's when you start to make money. The other one I was going to look at as well, if we're looking at the markets categories, I think is going to be big, is going to be your lending. Excuse me. So finance and banking. It's the lending and borrowing. And yeah, that's up 29% this week. Finance and banking is not really up there, but there's the lending and borrowing I was looking at, so 29%, so that's doing well. The other one is the oracles. I think the oracles are going to come back big time. Well, they've started to come back already. We can see Modify is down just now. I think Modify is a brilliant price just now. It's down to $2.48. Did go down, dipped below $2. And I thought, oh, holy shit, that's a really good price for that. And it's only a market cap of 28 million. Obviously, they've released tokens now as well. That was way down to about 8 million. But they've released tokens, and I think they're up to 11 million circulating supply. They've still got one released token drop to do, which is in May. But that's not as big. So after that, I think it's going to fly. Taylor is going to grow as well big time. API is going to grow big time. So is DIA, iExec, Band is going to explode soon as well. Look at the oracles as well. They're going to do really well. So if we look at some of the smaller ones, Bulk Finance. Bulk Finance, I spoke before. I spoke about it last week when it was $5 and said this could do really well. And I did put $1,500 into it, and it's went up 126%. So that was a good one. Also looked at, it was X Fund, but I didn't know it was iFund. So that was a different one altogether. I think it was iFund I looked at. What's doing well on the volume? Bird Money. That was the other one I looked at. Bird Money could do well. Have a look at that. It's down 22% on the week. But look at Bird Money as well. Bird could do well. DOS Network, Room as well. That could do well. So you're going to start to see these picking up. So this is a brilliant time to pick up the oracles. You've seen some of them already jumping big time. Taylor 21%. Yes, Marquee 24%. So look at the other ones, and they're going to come to the fore as well, or iChain as well. Okay, jump back to chat. Gordy Boy, 2 cent in BSC is still better than $17 fee. Yes, it is, totally. Rob Fiddler, the BBANK call looks interesting. Yes, BBANK, we looked at, BBANK was released on IDO yesterday, and we picked some up in the IDO, and I think that could be a big kind of player. It's down just now. I think it's down to 34 cents at the minute, BBANK. But I think this is a really good play. It's gone back up, 38 cents. So it did go down to about 34 cents, 33 cents. And I think that just represents a brilliant opportunity. So 400 million tokens there just now. I think there is only 30 million tokens in circulating supply for BBANK at the moment. There will be a token release after 2 months for private sales, but so it makes the market capitalization at the moment about 12 million. I think it's about 12 million just now. It was 30 million. So for 2 months, it's going to look really good and interesting for BlockBank. And there's going to be a token release, but I still think it's going to be big, really big. So have a look at BlockBank as well. Okay, some of the ones we'll look at just now. We'll look at some of the charts. Ethereum. Oh, it's just hit 2,000. Oh, it's not. I thought it hit 2,800 there. It's trying to break the 2,800. I thought it just hit it there, but it's not. It's my line that I've got for the resistance at 2,800. I think Ethereum is going to, it's in this channel. It's trading in this ascending channel at the minute. You can see here quite clearly it's been trading in that channel since the 26th of April. This is on the 4-hour chart. And it's going to break the $2,800 today, which is amazing. $2,800 for Ethereum. We've been speaking about it for ages, but I think it's going to go up to the $3,000 mark, and probably by, yeah, maybe the beginning of May. I think we're going to hit that in the next couple of days as well. Beginning of May is like tomorrow or something. But over the next couple of days, we're going to hit $3,000 for Ethereum, I believe. And I'm hoping 2,800 is going to be broken. Is it going to be broken just now, actually? We're at 2,799. $2,798. So we'll just go to that. It's not broken just now, but it's going to break $2,800, which is a big resistance point. You can see here on the 4-hourly, it's kind of hit it a couple of times. It's knocked on the door of 2,800 and then got rejected. But I think it's going to break through 2,800 today. So that's for Ethereum. Ethereum is looking brilliant. We're going to talk about that a wee bit more as well. Bitcoin is going up. You can see it's kind of up and down just now. It did go all the way down to around about the 47,000 mark. And we said the support was round about that area, round about the 48,000. So it kind of wicked down to 47,000, then came right back up, and you can see it's actually doing well just now. On the 4-hourly chart, crossed 70 EMA has crossed over the 21 EMA, which is always a good sign. I thought it was going to cross back down over here. It did very briefly, but kind of bounced back up again. So I'm looking for this to keep on moving up. Might have some resistance here around about the 55,500 level, but it's moving up in the right direction just now, which will kind of help as well. We'll look at the Bitcoin dominance just now. I know I'm kind of firing through this, but there's a lot to get in as well. So look at Bitcoin dominance just now. Bitcoin dominance 47.9%. So what I was talking about before, if we go on to the weekly, for Bitcoin dominance, you can see here, Bitcoin dominance back in January 2017. Bitcoin dominance is up at 86%. Then it came all the way down to about 37%. This is where the alts made a major run. from July 2017 all the way to December 2017. Then it came down again to 32%. Alts made a run. Alts made a run again here. And it's not been this low since 2018. So it's coming down all the time. You can see that has broken resistance big time at the 63 level. Broken it and it's still going down just now. I expect this to come down over the next couple of months. We're going to get a major altcoin run. And this is why it's good to be in the kind of small caps as well as the mid caps as well as the large caps as well. The large caps are going to run. Remember, the large caps are alt. They're considered altcoins. Ethereum's an altcoin, technically. But we're going to get a major run on the altcoins. This is still going down, but at the same time, Bitcoin price is still going up. What we want to see with Bitcoin, we want to see a steady Bitcoin price for the alts to make a run up, because people don't panic. When they see a steady Bitcoin price, people can look at it and go, oh, that's okay. Bitcoin is doing its thing. It's just going along steadily. We can start buying the alts and make some money on the alts to turn back into Bitcoin. But when Bitcoin drops or kind of rises big time, that's when people start to panic and think, shit, I need to get out the alts, get into Bitcoin because it's gone up, or shit, I need to get out the alts and go into Bitcoin because it's gone down. So we need a steady Bitcoin for the alts to make a big run. So we're not getting a steady Bitcoin just now, but it's going along quite nicely just now. If we look at it from the kind of daily, you can see here it's not really changing much from 43 to 64, which is huge, but it's kind of going along doing its thing just now. But we don't want to see these big dips or these big rises. We just want a steady Bitcoin. But Bitcoin dominance is going down. That is the main thing. And that's when we're going to see a big run on the alts. Verasity, kind of talking about this, and I did ape big time into this because I looked at it. People have been telling me about it for ages as well, and I didn't dismiss it. I just kind of looked at it, thought no, but then I looked at it, seen what they've got on offer, what could the potential of it as well, because they've got this proof of view patent and it's just gone worldwide. I've seen that yesterday as well. If we look at Twitter and we'll go to Verasity. Yeah, they've got the World Intellectual Property Office confirms publication of Verasity International Patent Application. So they publish it, and this is for all the countries in the world. So it was in the US office. They had the patent then. Obviously, they've had it for a couple of years, but they've now got it as kind of worldwide. They've got this with the World Intellectual Property Office. So that is brilliant news for Verasity as well. And this is the proof of view that we've been talking about for a while. They are going to be using it, obviously, or they are using it. Twitch, they're doing stuff with Twitch, and they could have big partners. It could be that YouTube, Google, people like that, big kind of video platforms as well, use this tech. So it could be absolutely massive for Verasity as well. And if we look at Verasity just now, from a kind of tokenomics point of view, market cap 253 million at the moment. We've got a circulating supply of 6.5 billion at the moment as well. Trading volume 30 million, which is, kind of says it all really as well. But it's not been stagnant. It's just been kind of plodding along between this 2.5 cent range for a while now as well. Not for a while, for a couple of months, but we're looking for Verasity here as well. So I kind of put a chart out saying, okay, it's in this symmetrical triangle just now, and it was following that kind of pattern, and then Bitcoin started to dip, and it kind of tried to come out of this triangle, but we're still in it at the moment. We're kind of outside it just now, but we should see a rise or a measured breakout to round about the 8.2 cent level, which is about 100% move from here. If it kind of gets above here, Bitcoin keeps on being steady, Ethereum's is steady, and we get a big rise from here. I think that could happen as well. So a measured breakout of this triangle could see 8.2 cents very soon for Verasity. So I did also say as well that if we projected Verasity. I kind of put a tweet out and look at my profile, and that my profile has grown quite a lot, 13k followers, because I've been using Twitter quite a lot, but it's grown by about 2,000-3,000 followers. Because I put this tweet out, a lot of people didn't like it, but a lot of people did. I said, if Verasity continues on the same trajectory, it could be, or it would be $3 by the end of July. Now, I wasn't saying that it is going to be, I was just saying that it could be. So what I did a quick kind of projection, just saying, okay, if it follows this trend line by July, by the end of July, we could be up to $3 or more than that for Verasity. And I kind of extrapolated what we'd done before from down here in February and kind of put it onto here. So I just said it could be $3. I wasn't saying it's going to be. I don't think it is necessarily going to be, but it's still following that trend line. So we need to wait and see what happens with Verasity, but I do expect big things for Verasity over the coming weeks and months. Plus 25.5% APY for staking Verasity as well. So I am staking my Verasity. I'll just keep it in there. And when you're staking, you just ignore the kind of price drops and the price rises, unless it rose to, I don't know, $1 or something. Obviously, I'd take money out. But it's doing well at the minute. 3.91 cents at the moment. I think I'd picked it up close to the bottom actually, or close to the local bottom, here around about 2.7 cents. Oh no, the average was 3 cents actually. So yeah, Verasity, expect big things coming from that as well, and more partnerships, I do believe. They've just been listed on OKX as well, which kind of pushed the price up. You've seen it was down here around about 3.3 cents, pushed the price all the way up to here at 4.4 cents. That's on a listing for OKX. Could be listed on Huobi, could be listed on Binance. I expect that to come soon as well. Plus news coming out of partnerships. I just think this is going to explode. So Verasity I do like a lot as well. Okay, Ethereum. We're looking at Ethereum. Where is it just now? 2783 has come back down a wee bit. Bollocks. I thought I was going to hit the 2800 or go over that. But it's getting rejected, this 2800. I think it's going to knock on the door again and try it. That's on a 1 hourly, go on a 4 hourly. Let's go to auto. Come down. So 2,782. Why do I think this is going to get to $10,000? Basically, because of EIP 1559 or EIP 1559, Ethereum is, there's no question in my mind that Ethereum is going to go to $10,000. That's a 300% move from here, or a 280% move. I think it's going to go over $10,000 for the end of the year, but we'll say 10,000 conservatively. I think Big Boy Crypto was talking about 40,000. So what kind of a lot of people kind of look at, and obviously we've looked at it as well, is the ratio, the kind of Bitcoin ratio to Ethereum. So it has been, if we look at Ethereum just now and look at the Bitcoin price, we'll look at the BTC. So currently Bitcoin price for Ethereum is 5%. That's where it stands just now, 5% of the Bitcoin price, that's where Ethereum stands. In the past, it has been as high as 15%. It has been as high as 15%. Now, a 15% price for Bitcoin, you're talking about a 15% price for Ethereum with in relation to Bitcoin would be around, what is Bitcoin just now? Say Bitcoin is 55,000, so you're talking about 14,000 price tag for Ethereum. I don't think we're going to get to 15% again. These were in the kind of heady days back in 2017. And that's when the alts took a major run. But that's what people are looking for. But even if we say, okay, 10% of the Bitcoin price, so this would go up to a Bitcoin price of 0.10. So that'd be 10%. 10% of the Bitcoin price just now would mean Ethereum would be 5,400. But that's not to say they're going to go up at the same time as well. So if Bitcoin shot up all the way to 120,000 and Ethereum got to 10% of that, you're talking $12,000 for that as well. I think it could kind of still go up to 15% of the Bitcoin price. but I don't necessarily think they'll go up in tandem. They're not going to go up at the same time. So we could go back up to a 15% ratio of Bitcoin to Ethereum as well. So say it was 60,000, it stayed at 60,000, and we got Ethereum up to the 15%, which would be 9,000 mark, and it could kind of start to go up from there. So because of VIP kind of 1559 for Ethereum as well, we think about what that's actually doing to Ethereum. We'll look at some of the tweets here that I was looking at as well. This is from Justin Drake, who's a big kind of ETH kind of researcher. He's got some good stuff out just now. I just wanted to look at a couple of his tweets just now. He's got something, yeah, that's what I was looking for. He's got something called Sound Money, which is Bitcoin, which is talking about the Bitcoin. So he's kind of coined this phrase. Sound Money is Bitcoin because it's a cap supply. It's never going to go over 21 million. But he's got ultrasound money as Ethereum because it's a decreasing supply. So because of EIP or EIP 1559, we're going to get Ethereum once the Shanghai kind of hard fork comes out. We're talking around about October, probably earlier. They might do it earlier than that. Could come as quick as July. Because of that, we're going to go to proof of stake. But then, because of the burns, so what they're going to do with there's going to be a base fee for Ethereum. So right now, it's the kind of miners that are controlling the fees, basically. But we're going to have a base fee for Ethereum. So all the transactions you do on Uniswap, etc., will have a base fee. But there will be a fee cap as well, which will be for the miners, and there will be a tip that you can do for the miners as well. So that will be all included in kind of MetaMask. MetaMask will have to update as well. So once you get all that, they're going to start to burn the fees. So say, for example, the fee was $2 for a transaction. That $2 will get burned. Now, if you think about all the transactions that are even happening on just on Uniswap alone, for example, then there's going to be billions of dollars worth of Ethereum burned each year, or millions of dollars of worth burned each year, which makes Ethereum a deflationary token. Now, that's why he's calling it ultrasound money. But that's one thing. It makes it deflationary just now. But also Justin Drake is saying, he's done some calculations, and he's also saying that he reckons that for staking Ethereum, this is where this staking 32 Ethereum comes into play, you could get 25% APY. So Justin's saying, I expect 25% staking APR immediately after the merge. More rewards, more staking, more economic security. So that means millions of people are going to be staking Ethereum, and they're going to be wanting this 32 Ethereum as well, to get the node or the validator, I can't remember what it's called, but something like that, to get that as well. And once you do that, that's going to take more out of circulation because people are just leaving it to the side to collect this 25%, which means the price is going to go up quicker than we could possibly imagine. And I'm saying $10,000 for Ethereum is very, very conservative. So I've got a lot of my money in Ethereum. I've always kind of believed in it. I've always had money in Ethereum. It's in my pension pot, basically. As an ETN, an exchange traded note, but essentially it's Ethereum. And I'm not going to sell out of that. The government have now banned that ETN, but I'm still in it, so I'm still allowed to keep it. I just can't trade it anymore. So I'm still there with Ethereum, but what I'm also doing with my trading pot, I've got trading pot money and I've got kind of the pension pot. I will be buying Ethereum as well and storing it to the side to get that 32, and I will be building up my positions in the small caps to get a bigger position in Ethereum as well. So look at EP or ETH 1559, look at that, what's coming out. Follow Justin Drake as well, he's big into Ethereum if you're into this. But it's a really important kind of update that's coming for Ethereum. Ethereum 2.0 is going to push Ethereum up to $10,000 at least. Okay, I'll just go back to chat. I realise I've been talking quite a lot. Brando25 is in. Thoughts on Mona and digital fashion NFTs? Yeah, Mona could be good. We'll talk about that after if I've got time. I'm very aware of the time. 45 minutes already, man. G-Slick is in house. Welcome to you. Adiharaj. What do you think about Ecomi? Good. I still think it's very high value just now, but I do like it. Lil Tanji, I have 8 NBA Top Shot NFTs. Excellent. That's brilliant. Abdullah, is CoinList team scammer? And they don't give withdrawal. I don't know. I think you were in the kind of group talking about that, Abdullah. I just don't know anything about them, to be honest. I feel you're low-key very spiritual person. Why? Why, Lee? Why would you say that? Mark Innes, waifu was a brilliant call, Steve. Thanks again. Yeah, Mark got into kind of waifu as well at the beginning. So that was a brilliant kind of time to get in. Still into Bab? Nope, not into Bab. Pinocchio, I waited 3 years to break even with Bab, got out immediately. Excellent. Mark Innes. Oops, I paused. Houghton, can you share some coins with the newbies off market? I do that in the group. If you want to join the group, there's a link down below. Stay awesome. BTC is supposed to make a run up this weekend, Steve. Hope VRA has some boost. Yeah, I think Bitcoin is going to run up as well. I think we're going to see the $60,000 range again for Bitcoin. Still not verified on CoinList. Been a full month now. Any help, anyone? Sorry, Husky, I can't help you there. Where are you staking VRA, Steve? In the wallet. So you've got the VeraWallet.tv. Go on to that. So it's a safe wallet as well. It's very secure. Rob Fiddler, I was going to ask the same about VRA staking. Yeah, go to VeraWallet.tv and you'll be able to stake it there. Pip Rider, you stake VRA via the wallet and webpage. Check out the webpage. Yeah, very secure. As I said, it's a good secure wallet. Anchor will boom. I think Anchor will boom. Billy O'Shea still bullish on Shiba Inu. Yeah, we're going to look at that as well. I say this because you're here sharing valuable information to people you don't know. Right, I thought you said a low spiritual energy. I feel like you're a low-key, very spiritual... I misread that altogether. I thought you meant a low spiritual energy person. But right, I'm with you. Right, I thought that was very insulting. I do apologise, Wiley. Daniel LeVron Larson, good to see you. Hey Steve, what's your thoughts on SmartKey? SmartKey looks good as well. Haven't dug deep into it. Okay, so I want to look at some of these tokens. So we've got BBANK. I was looking at that. BBANK, this is on DEX Tools. DEX Tools is brilliant. And I feel that we're going to get that with Bog Finance as well. We're going to get something similar that happens with DEX Tools. DEX Tools is kind of way up to 60 million market cap. Because of this, everybody goes on to DEX Tools. Everybody's linking to them. And I think they could go higher as well. So look out for DEX Tools. Think about the platforms you're using, that you're using every single day. So for example, if CoinGecko had a coin, you'd buy their coin. But they don't. DEX Tools does have a coin, and I think it could rise even more than it has just now. Okay, so BBANK, this is the one we were looking at. We'll refresh this. This is on DEX Tools. It's gone up to 38 cents. As I said, I think this is going to be a big riser. Look out for that. So we'll look at the other ones. This is the top trending ones on DEX Tools. So this is one that's just came out. These are these kind of meme coins that are coming out. You have to be really careful. You see it's kind of risen big time. And I don't think I'll even give you a percentage. No, it doesn't give you a percentage. But that's one that's literally just came out. A lot of people are jumping on these and getting out after maybe 100, 200, 400, 500% and getting out. But it's very difficult to know what's a rug pull and what's not. So a couple of things you want to look for to see if it is a rug pull. You want to look at the liquidity, although a lot of them have been getting smart and they've been putting $1 million into liquidity straight away and then still doing a rug pull. You want to look at liquidity, you want to look at the number of holders as well, and you can do this by clicking on here, view contract. So you see the number of holders here is 1,303. You're looking for, so when they send coins to VB address, they've only sent, I think it's 92 trillion there, which is 69%, so that's quite a lot actually. So that's essentially what they're doing is burning it. They've got 5.5% on Uniswap. And so they'll probably not have a team wallet, they'll probably not have that as well. So what they do, they release the token, buy it themselves straight away. So this might be their own kind of wallet. which is 0.4%, which is not bad. Yeah, that looks like their own wallet they've got in there. So look out for the number of holders. Look out for click on holders. Look to see if they're sending it to the VB. VB is Vitalik Buterin, by the way, kind of the owner or the creator of Ethereum. So they send the coins to him just to say, okay, we're burning the tokens, we're sending the coins to him. 69% has been sent to him. Look out for that. Look out for the Uniswap V2 as well, and look to see how much they're putting into liquidity. So they've done that already as well. And Shiba Inu, that's how I first kind of learned about them as well. And we'll just look at them, Shiba Inu. So I picked it up when you're talking it was below 10,000 holders. And it's now 125,000 holders. So we're getting this kind of network effect with Shiba Inu. And we'll just look at SHIB just now. 1808, I'll just refresh that, maybe higher than that. Yeah, still 1808. So it did come down big time. We'll just go to the 4 hourly for that. And we'll take out this. I was doing some charting on it. So it did kind of go all the way up to 4,320. Came all the way down to the 6 0 mark. So just now we've got 5 zeros. I've been kind of putting tweets out. We want to go to 4 zeros. That's a 10x from here essentially. Can it do that? It possibly could. It possibly could because they've got Shiba Swap coming out, which is going to be a DEX. So it possibly could go up 10x from here. But it's a big risk, obviously. They've got a market cap, a fully diluted market cap of 1.8 billion. Now that's fully diluted. They burned half of that. So you're talking 900 million. They've got a market cap of. If the DEX have got this coming out, Shiba Swap, if that's any good at all, this will rise. And they've also got Leash out as well, which is going to be an integral part of, is it on here, is it trending? Nope. So Leash is going to be an integral part of the Shiba Swap. We don't know how yet. And they're also going to be releasing Bone, a token called Bone, which is going to be an integral part of Shiba Swap as well. So all three in this ecosystem, Shiba Inu token, and the Leash token, and the Bone token, which will be coming out soon, will be released as well. Whether it's going to be any good or not, we just don't know. They've delayed it, not by long, delayed it just now, but it's going to be out, I don't know, sometime next week, within a couple of weeks. So I do believe it's going to push the price up. If it's any good at all, I think the price could go up for Shiba Inu. For Leash, if you're looking at Leash as well, it's only 80 million market cap. I think it's half that as well. So all kind of three of these tokens in the ecosystem could make it go higher. But just be careful when you're looking at this. Shiba Inu have something about them as well. I actually liked, there was another one, Kishu Inu. I kind of got into that at the very beginning as well and kind of got out again. But I like that because that's deflationary as well. So I quite like it from that point of view. And you're getting tokens as passive staking as well. So you're getting tokens just for holding it without having to do anything. You don't need to go do it in a wallet. You just hold it in your hold it in your MetaMask, and you'll get more and more tokens all the time. So I liked it from that point of view. So I do like these tokens that do that as well. And Kishu Inu was doing that and still doing it just now. So I think, I don't know what the market cap is just now. 41 million. Just now for the market capitalization, that's fully diluted. So I'm not saying get into it, I'm just saying be very, very careful. And just be very careful. So we'll look at some of the trending ones on DEX tools as well. Elongate with them, or this one we just looked at. Yeah, Elongate Deluxe. Elon was another one that kind of rose kind of big time. Don't know where it's at now. It's still gone up, still done really well. Look at the liquidity on that, 9 million in there. And I would imagine, I think that might be passive staking as well. I didn't get into that one, but a few of my kind of colleagues and friends got into that as well. Daily volume, 19 million. So that's another thing to look out for as well. The holders, 21,000. So this is rising as well. So Elon might still do good. What else is going? That's it for the meme coins. So meme coins, can you make money? Yes, but treat it as that only. Don't get married to them at all. Just make your money, get out, possibly get into the next one and do it that way if you're going to do that. I'm not against that at all. A lot of people are being quite snobby about these meme coins. We're here to make money at the end of the day. Why kind of diss that at all? So I'm definitely all for that. You just have to be careful, especially if you're a newbie as well. Just be extremely, extremely careful. And what else was I going to look at? I've no time for the news. We've been talking that much about other stuff. So we'll go to the chat just now. Why Lee, this YouTube channel is a 500% altcoin. Plus, cheers mate. Billy O'Shea, good man. Cheers on the info on Shibu. Found Kishu as well. Yes, Kishu as well. Might be a good one. I'm just, these meme coins, I don't know. But I've been following Shiba Inu as well. I'm not married to it. I've got my money, took it out, I've still got some money left in. And it could be a moonshot, and it's just moonshot money. So I'm quite happy with that. But I still do these ladders. So I've got the Shiba Inu moon ladder that I do most days. I've not done it the last couple of days. But this is what I do kind of in the mornings. I just put this moon ladder out. And it gets a good following. So 90 likes on that. I've had kind of much more than that. But I've just put that out in the last hour or so. So kind of just change the background and just change some of these figures. And it has been all the way up to round about, I think we got up to about $2.5 billion, $3 billion dollars, close to that. So we got up to the fourth rung of the ladder, I think. Yeah, it was $2 billion, so we got up to the fourth rung of the ladder. So we're looking at a countdown to 4 zeros before Shiba as well. And it's good just to get involved in this. But as I said, you're not marrying it. You've not got a shitload invested in it. But we've got a couple of $1,000 in this in case it does moon. But I've made much more than that with Shiba Inu. And I did call it as well. I called it in the group. Shib. Called it when it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros it was at. And it went up 5,881%. So yeah, a lot of people have made a lot of money on Shiba Inu. And they're looking for the next one like that as well. Was there anything else I was going to speak about in particular? It was just a couple of news points. It was about Ethereum. Yeah, OIN Finance, I've called that as well. OIN Finance is Harmony partners with OIN to create a one-back stablecoin. So OIN, what they do, they rather than kind of MakerDAO do something similar to OIN Finance, but they do it on specific projects. So I think they mention it in here. What is OIN DAO? Did they talk about? Yeah. While MakerDAO allows only mainstream assets to be used as collateral to issue DAI, OIN DAO allows projects to issue brand-labeled stablecoins that are collateralized for their own tokens or by their own tokens. So basically with OIN DAO, one of the things you can do is produce a stablecoin for any project out there. So you can have your own stablecoin if you've got a project out there. So Harmony has now partnered with them. OIN was one of the calls I'd kind of made, and I thought this was going to be a big one. I'll just see where it is just now. It did go down to about 39 or something, and we'll change this back to USD. 60 cents in a minute. And it has come down. It went up to 80, it's gone up to $1 before. It did come down to about 36 cents. So that would have been a brilliant time to buy. When Bitcoin was going down, everything else was going down. We'll have a look at Ethereum just now. Is it broke through? No, it's not broke through yet, bollocks. VRA, where are we with Verasity? Still 3.9 cents. Bitcoin, where are we with Bitcoin? I go to 4 hourly. Still going up in the right direction. Okay, we'll just go back to see if there's any chat. Sumo Tracks, awesome insight. Cheers, Steve. My pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks for joining us. Newman, Steve, how many novels have you written? Which is your favourite and how did you get into writing novels? I've literally just published the second novel of a 9-novel series. You can see that behind me there. And the first one is in green. That was the first novel I published. And it's all about your kind of energy. and how the media is kind of sucking your energy dry. And I do genuinely believe that. So it's a kind of fiction novel based around that as well. So I published the second one in the series, just published on the 26th. So the second one's out on Kindle and on hardback. It's not on paperback, just hardback and Kindle. And the third one will come out in June. And then a box set will come out in July, August time. And then the fourth one. So I'll just keep writing one every couple of months. So that's what I'm doing when I'm not doing crypto 24/7. For about 1 minute of the day, I'm writing the novels. Well, that's not true. Obviously, I'm writing the novels a lot more. But I'm mostly into crypto just now. This is where it can bring financial freedom to write even more novels. I've written the non-fiction book, which is the Belief Principle, which is behind me as well. That's all about your beliefs and how to change your beliefs, how to change your money beliefs, which is really important. And it really helped me in crypto as well, just changing my beliefs that I could make money. Because a lot of people say, oh, every time I buy a coin, it always goes down. And they start to say that over and over and over again. And what you do in your mind, you start to look unconsciously, you start to look for these coins that are going to go down as soon as you buy them. That's what you do. That's effectively what you're doing. If you say to yourself all the time and you tell everybody else, oh, I'm in this coin now, so it must go down. Get out while you can because I've just bought this coin. Don't do that. You're telling yourself, and you're telling yourself subconsciously that you're going to buy coins that are going to go down as soon as you get into them. And what happens? It will. Not because you've got into them, just because you're subconsciously finding these coins that are probably going to go down. And you don't realize how you're doing it, why you're doing it, but that's what's happening. So you have to tell yourself a different story. You have to have a different belief set around crypto, around money, and just tell yourself you can make money. Every time you make money in crypto, tell yourself, I'm really good at making money in crypto. I'm really good. Even if you make $1 or $2 or $3 or whatever it is, tell yourself that all the time. And you'll start to find subconsciously these projects, you'll start to get better at research, you'll start to listen to people more, you'll start to pick up different things from different YouTubers and stuff like that. Don't listen to me, don't listen to anybody else, do your own research. And once you have that deep down belief that you can make money in crypto and elsewhere in your life and start to save money, you'll start to see it grow, you'll start to make different choices because there's something in your mind that kind of switches on once you start to believe different things. So that will happen in crypto as well. Believe it or not, it doesn't matter, it just works. I know it works, it's worked for me as well. I've lost a lot of money as well, but I still believe fundamentally I can make a lot of money. So that was just an aside from there. Sorry, I had to tell you that. Have a look at more, please. I don't think I've got any time now. I think I'm just over the hour. Was that Wi-Fi High? Max 7 on PancakeSwap, launching a digital wallet soon. I haven't checked that. Gordy Boy, great show. Thanks very much, mate. I really appreciate that. Thanks for reminding me this morning as well. We'll stay on this just now. Thanks for the stream, such as it is. I acknowledge it. Excellent, Christopher. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. John White, SEC versus Ripple case should be interesting today. It could be good for the whole industry. And so the SEC have been getting kind of knocked recently with XRP as well. So we'll see what happens with that. It's going to be interesting. I think XRP is still going to grow as well. It's going to grow big time. Daniel LeBron, I'm bullish on Zero. Zero Exchange is going to be really big. That's a 500x for sure. There's no doubt it's going to go to $1 very, very soon. I think it's about 22 cents just now. I've called it before. Really like it. It's going to go to $1. Check it out. Scott Strachan, great to see some Scottish representation in the crypto scene. Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, I've not seen many Well, I've seen a few. Actually, I've seen a couple now. They're coming onto YouTube. I agree, I listen, learn, and do my own research. Brilliant, Newman. That's the best way to do it. Piff Rider, nice show as always, mate. Sending good energy to you and your family. Cheers, buddy, and to you as well. Sending out positive vibes to everybody watching this. So thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Didn't get to everything I was going to cover today. That's why I speak really quick, so I try and cover as much as possible. But yes, I think that I'll leave it there for today. That's just over there. I try and keep it under the hour. I never manage it. King Beviro, hi, long time. It's been a long time, yeah. Got to run, but love the press. Subscribed. Excellent. Thanks very much, Billy. I'm just going to leave it just now. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Really appreciate your time today. And until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.